Breaking news. This just in.
In good faith, I cannot tell you, my supporters and volunteers, that I have a path forward if I don't believe I do. So, to you, my supporters, my dear supporters, it is with deep regret, but also with deep gratitude, that I am suspending our campaign today.
Rita, that was from 4 years ago.
A girl can dream, can't she?
Welcome back to another episode of Breaking News delivered in a not-so-serious way. I'm Rex Jester.
And I'm Rita.
And I'm serious.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. Why you're so salty? I'll still take a bite.
Okay, we can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Let's start off the show with America first.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Wow, we've got a lot to cover today.
So what do we kick off with?
I was thinking of starting with something weird.
Ready to assist you. Pee-wee.
Morning, Conky. What's today's secret word?
The secret word? Weird.
And today's secret word is brought to you by the Harris campaign.
Some of what he and his running mate are saying, well, it's just plain weird.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are.
As weird and creepy as J.D. Vance.
Super weird idea from J.D. Vance.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's quite weird. They're just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
That stuff is weird. They come across weird, and then they start being weird. Yeah, they're weird.
Being a really weird.
He's such a weirdo.
Donald Trump and his weirdo running mate, they're weird. Deeply and profoundly weird. They are weird.
These Republicans just being weird, it's just weird. It's really weird.
Republican weirdness goes even deeper.
He said a lot of things that are weird, a weird style that he brings, weird policies.
That was a lot of weird.
Liberals calling Republicans weird? Liberals? Really?
They warned us about people like you!
But you don't have the energy to speak up and say something on my behalf?
Oh, okay. Never mind, everyone. Their pronouns are transphobe.
I think you just triggered a whole lot of blue-haired theys.
Life goes on.
Next up, if you look at mainstream media today, you can clearly see they are gushing for Kamala Harris. Now that Biden's been kicked to the curb, she's the new superhero that can save democracy.
Funny that. What were they saying when she was picked as Biden's VP?
There are reports that say that you have the lowest approval rating of any vice president.
Well, there are polls that also say I have great approval ratings.
Swing voters don't like Harris. How big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
She's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision.
They don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her.
Kamala Harris's approval rating is now at 28%, which is an historic low for any modern vice president.
We're hearing it from mainstream media, one outlet after another, one leak after another. That Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever, the worst politician ever.
We don't see the vice president. What people are saying to me, and I'm sure they're saying it to you, where's the vice president? Some White House officials are feeling that she came off looking unprepared for inevitable questions about when she might visit the southern border.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
The point that Lester Holt was making was obvious to anyone else who was watching this interview, which is that the issues at the border are inextricably linked with the portfolio that she's been given.
The border is secure. We have a secure border.
Bidenomics is working.
Prices have gone up. And families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up.
He picked Kamala Harris to be his running mate. She was ranked
and is ranked as the most liberal senator in the United States Senate. So he could have gone the other way, but he went to the left.
Joe Biden is running for re-election, and I will be his ticket mate. Full stop. Full stop. That's it.
Wow, you are on a roll today.
I know, I'm on fire today.
Now, one of the big election takes is illegal immigration, specifically the border. As we discussed yesterday, Harris was put in charge of the border under Biden and, well, didn't really handle it that well.
That's an understatement.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
So in 2024, what is Kamala Harris's stance on the border?
That depends on what day of the week it is.
A mother who pays a coyote to transport her child through their country of origin, through the entire country of Mexico, facing unknown peril to come here. Why would that mother do that? I will tell you. Because she has decided for that child to remain where they are is worse. But what does Donald Trump do? He says, go back to where you came from. That is not reflective of our America and our values, and it's got to end.
To be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border, do not come. Do not come. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
Speaking of weird, did you hear about the new Kamala Harris group?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. You're talking about the White Women for Kamala group?
It's a Zoom world record. More than 100,000 white women mobilized for Vice President Kamala Harris on Zoom.
It's time to just get extra loud.
Pop singer Pink, soccer star Megan Rapinoe, and actress Connie Britton were all on the call.
White women. I mean, here we are. I have to admit, when I was writing stuff down, I was like, Karens for Kamala? I don't know.
I really do prefer the name Karens for Kamala.
So, yeah. Pink, Megan Rapinoe, and Connie Britton were some of the superstars that joined the call.
We also have a few clips of some of the average white women that have joined the movement. Let's take a look, shall we?
Like, what are you guys doing? That's my purse.
What are you doing to yourself? That's the question.
Oh, Yusuf, give me my dad.
Documented.
Okay.
Is that documented?
Okay.
Is that documented for court? Is that documented for court?
Step back.
I give a about you having a badge, bro.
Go ahead.
I don't give a
Okay.
Okay, we'll take a seat. Okay. Have a seat. Please don't grab you.
No.
Do you live here?
No.
Where do you live?
Rita, that looked a lot like police body cam videos to me.
Same difference.
Okay, let's move on to sports. As of this recording, the top 3 gold medal countries are Japan with 6 gold medals, France, China, Australia, and South Korea with 5, and good old US of A with 3 gold medals.
The Olympics just don't feel the same as they used to. For me, anyways.
Yeah, I completely understand.
Did you see the greeting fans gave Israel during their national anthem?
No, but I'm guessing you have a clip.
Now, if you can, please get standing for the national anthem of Israel.
Man, it's gone from weird to disgusting. Let's move on.
Sure, let's talk about the biggest stink in this Olympics. The water.
Oh, yeah. Since 2003, France has been desperately trying to clean the Seine River, especially since winning the bid for this year's Olympics. For centuries, the river was used for dumping raw sewage, which of course included excrement. They were determined to be able to use the river for the Olympics and had announced that the river was 90% cleaner than it was 20 years ago.
But now this has happened.
Organisers cancelled the triathlon swimming training session for the second day in a row on Monday, with 24 hours to go until the men's race. If all goes as planned, it will mark the first time athletes have competed in the river at an Olympics since 1900. Due to an exceptionally wet spring and start to summer, the Seine had been consistently failing water tests until the start of July, with levels of the E. coli bacteria, an indicator of fecal matter, sometimes 10 times higher than authorized limits.
Well, we'll see what happens. Apparently there is no plan B if the river is deemed not safe for swimming.
Shall we move on to the Canadian story?
Sure. This story is a couple days old now, but the Canadian female soccer team has lost its coach and been penalized 6 points for using a drone to spy on other teams in practice.
Whoever caught them using the drones, they should be working for the Secret Service.
Let's jump off this train and move on to world news. Today's story comes out of jolly old England, where King Charles III has bestowed a royal title to, get ready for it, a goat.
King Charles III, in a fit of royal whimsy, has decided to knight a rare breed of golden goats. These glittering goats now hold the prestigious title of Royal Golden Goats of the Realm and are officially responsible for the palace lawns. Picture tiny crowns, golden carrots, and goats with a fan club. Because who doesn't need a little sparkle and goat knighthood in their life?
Well, that's one way of putting it.
After this story broke out, people desperately seeking knighthood resorted to this.
Yeah, I think we're going to finish it up there. Is there anything we didn't cover?
There was one more Kamala Harris story I wanted to cover.
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And today, there were several demonstrations of just that point.
Okay, just to be clear, that was a gaffe. She meant to say south.
Of course she did.
Okay, on that note, we're out of here for today. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Subscribe, share, like. Trust me, we need it.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Rex Jester.
And I'm Robo Rita. And I'm serious.
Hey, that's my line.
Y'all seen the president, well, the nigga that's running, Trump. He got shot, dog. They shot him. This nigga done been shot, this nigga done went to jail, he done scammed people. And this nigga my uncle? Who the fuck? Who the hell? He black, he's officially black now, bro. This is beautiful. They shot him, he was like, yeah, I'm having a fight. He was fine, he was doing like this and walked out with an American flag on him. Like this. He put one of these, like, I'm a real nigga, fuck nigga, I'm out of here. That's hard, bro. I wasn't even finna vote. I'm voting now, dog. He got it. He won. I wasn't even finna vote. I had no skin in the game. I like, that nigga got shot, he won.